Well, we're not
This is going to be a different vlog than normal. I'm going to go through, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 different projects in different states, different types of services. But what I really want to go through is this milestone that I'm at now and why it's different. And I think it's needing me to change my thought processes. So for a long time, I was in this building phase of I need to build to get more clients. I need to build to get higher rates. I need to build my equipment inventory. And for the level that I operate at, I'm there. I achieved it. It's consistent clientele that pay satisfactory rates with all of the gear that I need. So all those boxes are checked. Now I need to wonder, what do I do now that I'm in a position where I don't have debt? What are my options? There's no clear goal in front of me anymore. Oh, and by the way, you can see that the DJI Mic 2 is showing on the top right that the camera is powering the receiver. I was having issues with that because the camera will power the receiver depending on if you turn the receiver on first. So you see the battery icon top right. Now the camera's connected. It's not showing that it is getting power. But if you turn the receiver off and put it into the hot shoe, then turn it on, then you will receive phantom power. So I had to find this out the hard way because my receiver died while it was on the MI hot shoe. All right, now going back to being directionless and having no goals.
Code, so you can get a better sense on the fundamentals in your market. We're looking at the overvaluation rate here for a neighborhood called Hyde Park in Tampa.
Arrived in Nashville as a one-man band, going to be handling all the video. So with no debt, which I am very happy to have achieved, I don't have a car payment, I don't have a student loan, I don't have a mortgage, I don't have any financially limiting asset loans. So I'm happy about that. And it really does remove the object in front of you, like the carrot dangling in front of you, because now you get to choose. And I heard someone say, I feel like this is what I'm about to enter into. You were smart enough to make yourself rich enough to make a dumb decision. And that's just what I don't want to do right now. I have cash reserves. I have the ability to make a big movement. I just don't want it to be the wrong thing. So I'm wondering, what do I need to aim towards? Because my business right now is on autopilot. I'm getting a great amount of leads from my network by helping the people in my network, getting them jobs, and then they in turn refer jobs to me, or they bring me in as crew. And then for my retainer status, that relationship is fantastic. It could end tomorrow. I don't know what the future holds, but right now we have, when I say we, I mean my girlfriend and I, because she is the producer now. She was the PA, but she did such a great job that now she is the producer with a rate increase and a workload increase. And we are honing that relationship and making it as good as possible. So where do I go? All right, let me jump back out to what the vlog is showing. This is Dalton Smith. He's the owner of NPI Productions. He hired me for a couple days of switchboard director, back-of-house guy. And this is a job that I did not need to lead generate, right? He lead generates for me because I am a crew member for him, a freelancer for him. And that model is freeing and restricting. But because I don't need to, I can't control the amount of leads I get because I'm not talking to the client and selling them on projects. However, I've just built up a network that is very self-fulfilling. It's a mutually beneficial relationship with the people in my network, so it's going well. So all in that to say, where do I point the compass now? Do I go more at the personal side and say, hey, let's get a mortgage, let's get a house? Do I wait? Do I maybe get a second vehicle? I know it's been a hot item of contention here where I say I love my Subaru BRZ. It's the perfect production car. It does well, I'll say that. But it would be nice to maybe have a Toyota RAV4, something that I can just, I don't even really want it for business. I want it for fun. I want to throw surfboards in there. I want to throw skateboards, always have snorkel and masks in there. That's really what I want it for. But yes, it would make production easier with that car. So that's what I'm thinking. Where do I pivot? Do I throw it all into ETFs and just play the slow game? I'm very fond of that option. But regardless of what option I'm looking at, this is a unique position. And I don't know many colleagues who are able to have the freedom to choose where they want their money to flow at this point in time.
Everything nice. Trevor, you don't get money fucking coming all the time.
This is my kind of trip. Giselle and I flew to Philadelphia to get one pizza pie, and then we flew back. It was worth it. Now, I'm not saying any of this to brag. I'm debt-free and I have some cash in the bank. So what? A lot of people do. And a lot of people have much more than me. And that's what I'm trying to find, is what is the step that bridges me from here to there? Because usually the biggest hurdle is getting yourself out of the financial limitations, out of the loans, out of the compounding interest, the bad kind of compounding interest. So now that I have that milestone under my belt, what can I do to really exponentiate the success? How much risk do I want to put in there? I'm a pretty laid back guy, so I don't like a ton of risk, but where do I go? All right, we are here in Central Park filming with Adam, and we're both being hired by Anthony. You may remember him from the Mini Cooper job that he hired us for, where we were driving across the US and filming a Mini Cooper rally. This is my first time filming in Central Park, and I'm really excited. So first off, it's going to be for a run, but it's for disabled peoples of different types, and they're going to gather here in about an hour. For that, we're going to get an interview. That might be our interview right there. And we're going to double shoot. So Adam is running the exact same system I am, except he's got an FX3 with the Sigma 28-105. And a shotgun mic on top. The USB-C cable, actually I need to put that on mine. And then for visual consistency, we're running both of his Peter McKinnon variable NDs. All right, I think we're getting introduced, Anita.
Thank you.
All right, traffic is picking up, and our interviewee just arrived. Since it is a little gloomy and we have to carry everything on our back, I'm gonna have this fanny pack on me.
I do.
Oh, by the way, my mom wants to say hi to you.
Oh, good. I will come over and say hello, okay?
Yeah.
You got plenty of room, buddy. Kind of disappeared from me. It became second nature to kind of just want to get out here and like do something and be around.
This type of shoot is so fun. So there's our group, our second group of runners. Adam just peeled off to do B-roll at another location, and we're gonna get one more interview right now, which could potentially be a two-person interview. So in my jacket pocket, I'm just keeping the DJI mics, and it's just such a fast system. So for that bike interview that we got, I had to put the DJI mic on the handlebars because it was going to be too visible on the shirt. Adam made that decision right before he left. And then we just have the DJI Mic 2 receiver here. And then I still have the new on-camera mic, but this is such a fun shoot. Like, grab an OTF here. Someone's coming up down the sidewalk with like an adaptive bike. Grab a shot of that. Like, this is a very tight window. It's a 3-hour shoot, so we're trying to get as much as possible. And having this 3-person team is really nice. So let me show you Anthony. So my my lens is a little foggy, but that's Anthony. He's on photo right now, and he's kind of directing us. This lady is about to bring us probably our next interview. Yep, they're coming over here. All right. So the purpose of featuring this New York shoot in this vlog is because this is the type of stuff I like to do. I like to be the hired camera op, and I don't like to be the admin, business manager, client relations guy. So if I can just keep doing more of this stuff, that's exactly what I want. And that's what I'm cultivating my network to produce. It's for people to know that, hey, if you need that crew member, you can just hire him. He'll bring his gear, he'll use your gear, but he's an easy solution to your crew needs. I'm editing the vlog right now at the park, but I just wanted to chime in and say, my network doesn't just help me, it helps other people. And I frequently get requests, I'm gonna show them here, of people who know that I might know someone. They don't even want me to work for them. Maybe because it's not in the right state, not the right rate. But recently I had these 2 requests come in, and I said, let me help. I know a lot of people. That is, honestly, it's a weird way, but the people watching this YouTube video are now being fed into my network. Because what happens is someone watches it, and then there's something they want to DM me, and then they follow me, and then I see what they post, and I begin to know that they exist in X location, and something happens, and I get to send something their way. Another more direct way is with the consultation calls, because I have way more data on those people, their location, their experience, what they're trying to target, their gear, everything. So whenever a request comes in, the easiest thing for me is I get to just go through my list of people who've had consultation calls. And if I don't have anyone in that, then I can go to Instagram. And it's just an easy way for my network to help other people, which I didn't see that in the beginning. I was all just being super selfish and saying, how does my network help me? But it actually has much more expansion if I allow it to and if I feed it. Okay, we have a couple more minutes before we need to get out of here. We're supposed to get B-roll. I want to switch things up a tad. We've been doing interviews in 24, B-roll in 60 with sound. But I want to put the wide angle on. So I'll get the 16-35, go really wide and put it into 4K 120 and grab some shots like that to give more variety. I wonder if I'll even need the ND because the shutter will be so high. Not sure. Alright, what's the chance that that shot came out at all? Alright, definitely didn't expect to be running. Oh yeah, we're golden. Oh, that's solid. Not bad at all. I got a few seconds to talk. I gotta get out of the road actually so I don't get run over before the next runner comes. What I would like to see in this camera would be a completely different camera. I like this style where it's very small and compact. If there was a way to put 2 cold shoes on here to simultaneously run DJI mics in the hot shoe, and then one of the Sony mics in a hot shoe, and then enable 4 channels of audio, so you get stereo off the on-camera mic, the shotgun mic, and then stereo off of the DJI mic, and then some way to fit ND in here. And I know there's a way because Sony does it in their other cameras. Their RX100 has the tiny little point and shoot has electronic ND in it. There is a way to put it in these cameras, especially this is like 3 times as big as an RX100, so something. There's opportunity for this thing to change outside of the traditional. It's a mirrorless, it's got an EVF, it's shaped like you grab it as a photographer. If they give up that design, they can put so much more into this. I'm guessing these are the Central Park cherry blossoms. Like, what a cool gig. I love being flown around. I know some people have different ideas on travel, whether it's too exhausting, they miss being from home. But for me, I absolutely love to travel and check out new places and get paid for it. Like, big fan of that. So if this is the type of work I like to do and it's kind of on autopilot, what do I do with the income that is normally predestined towards debt? I am looking at the housing market in Florida. You know, we had a huge spike because of 2020, and now it's starting to maybe, I don't know, go down a little bit. That would be a huge opportunity for me to not buy at the peak if I can be patient. That is the hardest part here, is I don't want to rush putting my money into something just because I wanted to put my money into something. It looks like, and I'll take your guys' advice, your perspectives, depending on where you are. What is your housing market looking like? But for right now, I'm enjoying a nice Italian dinner. Anthony is showing us around, and we get to meet up with other YouTube celebrity, John Waldman. It's really nice to be able to connect with him. We've been going back and forth DMs for a while. I think it would be a perfect place, New York City, to have the next Moorfield meetup. He is already in line finding the right venue. He's sending me pictures, so I think it's all going to line up extremely well. And maybe in the next, I don't know, month, 2 to 3, we'll have it locked in. I had a really nice consultation call with Fernando in New York, where he is trying to cultivate more leads, but the hurdle was the marketing wasn't clear. So we looked at his website, we looked at his Instagram, looked at all of his profiles, and tried to look at it from the client's perspective. What can we do to make it seem like you're the guy for this purpose, not a catch-all? And it took a lot of time to dig through, but we were able to narrow it down. I want to talk about this Sachtler because I got it on sale. I think full price is $3,200 and I got it for $25. And I had just been putting it off for forever because I didn't know if the cost was worth the benefit. And as I've been using it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. It's very, very nice. I love the bag that it comes with. I love the quick release legs. I love the quick leveling head. Yeah, it's good. It's great. And I've had people ask me that, and that's what I respond with. Until on this shoot, I had to use my second tripod, the old one, the E-Image GH06, which I really liked. As soon as I did that, I instantly was flooded with all the complaints that I used to have, where when you try to transport it, the legs kind of flop open, there's no carrying handle, there's no nice comfy bag. The quick leveling is not quick leveling. It's a traditional where you have to turn it, and then there's a million threads. And that is a massive, massive benefit of the Sachtler Flotex 75 with the active 6 head. That's what I chose. Very, very happy with it, and hopefully it lasts forever. All the bells and whistles really add up. Like the little LED light for the bubble, that really comes in handy when you're in a dark room or even a decently well-lit room, but it's just hard to see the level. It's just like the small things like that really, really do add up into a great user experience. But I know a lot of other people who, they like different legs and head. This one is the one for me. Now to wrap up, as I was editing this video, I was kind of saying, okay, it is still an ever-evolving, always improving business. It's not just a set it and forget it type thing. So that will always be in play. But for those of you who have achieved this milestone of getting here, where did you go? Where did you point your direction? The main thing is I just want to take advantage of the unique situation that I'm in. So that's it. And also, we're past 200 vlogs. That's pretty cool.